東京ゲームショウ2021オンラインをご覧の皆様、こんばんは。ここからのお時間は AK レーシングの番組をお送りいたします。それではどうぞ。
こりゃ快適だ。手放せないっす。
さあ始まりました AK レーシングプレゼンツ
AKRacing presents AKTalking. Let me introduce our guest, Kendo Kobayashi. Hello, nice to meet you. I'm Kendo Kobayashi. I'm being polite today. Natsuna, actress. I'm Natsuna. Nice to meet you. And Taka and Toshi. Taka-san. I'm Taka. Nice to meet you. And Toshi-san. I'm Toshi. And I'm Kosuke Hiraiwa, esports caster MC for you today. Gaming chair brand AKRacing invites wonderful guests who love games. That is what this program is about. It's very comfortable. We can sit on this chair forever. So now that we are talking about how comfortable the chair is, Toshi-san, is it something you can sit on for long hours? Yes, I think it's really well made. My son wants to get one of this. He is about 10 years old. However, his friend has it. So, is he 10 years old? Yes. I heard that one of his friends has it. And there are lots of cartoon artists who has it for walking as well. And it has a flat seat. Can you try it? Do you mean full flat? Yes. So Natsuna-san, can you try? And how can I do that? There's a lever on the right side of the chair. Should I do that? So under the seat, there's a bar which you can pull to make it the full flat seat. Wow, wonderful. Is it okay to use this chair in this way? I'm a bit worried. Yes, now we can see the ceiling of this building. It's actually about 184 degrees, I think. It's like we are lying on the bed. Okay, so please come back to your normal position, or probably that you can do it, the whole program this way. So it's better to have monitor somewhere here. Okay, let's get started with full flat seat. AKTalking in TGS2021. So from now on, I will be giving you the talking topic. It's about game and other general topics. And I will randomly give you the topic. 3 months remaining until the end of this year. Is there anything you want to do by the end of the year? So please just talk freely. So because of the COVID situation, there are so many things I couldn't do. So when the situation is stabilized, I want to create miso soup. You can do it right away because you stay at home for longer hours. Okay, anyway, then I would like to go to the barbecue restaurant. Yes, now it's a bit difficult to go to restaurant. Yeah, I want to have the time by taking a look at what my juniors are doing at the restaurants. It's better to go to the lamb barbecue restaurant. Yes, sometimes we get really hot, the oil coming out of the plate. There's a very nice lamb barbecue restaurant I can introduce to you. Is it different from other one? Yes, Yamaka, what kind of the restaurant is? It's quite small restaurants, and usually for lamb barbecue, you use lamb. However, actually at that restaurant, they use mutton, not lamb. And usually, mutton has quite peculiar taste. However, because they serve very fresh mutton, once you eat mutton there, you cannot eat lamb anymore. So is it fresh mutton? Yes. I actually didn't expect that we are talking about mutton here because we came here to talk about the game. Okay, but actually I can talk about mutton barbecue for 1 hour. But anyway, we were talking about what we would like to do by the end of the year. I would like to have a big party because we haven't done huge party. Probably it's not possible to have one by the end of this year, but I want to have a huge drinking party. And there's some new TV program which I've started in the past 2 years. However, I didn't have an opportunity to meet the staff. So I don't know their faces. So if I meet them when the situation is stabilized, probably all I can is to ignore them because I don't know their faces. And I want to go traveling. Yes, I want to go to overseas. Before, I always travel to Hawaii to have my New Year vacation. And there's the entertainment people go there as well, like Katsumata-san. Actually, now I feel like I almost forgot about Hawaii. Now I don't remember what kind of preparation we have to do to travel overseas. Packing is my favorite part. Yes, I forgot about how to do that, and I forgot about the feeling as well. Natsuna, how about you? Now I'm pregnant. Congratulations. So, if I smoke sitting next to you, then I get lots of tough comments on internet, right? Yes. And what I have to do is to purchase a lot of baby stuff by the end of this month. Otherwise, it becomes really difficult to move around. Okay, I can go with her. You are not her husband. You can just let her husband do that. Okay. So actually, when your baby is born, what you prepare before the baby is born is actually not that usable. That is what my wife said. Oh, that is very good learning for me. Thank you. Why? What? Why you're laughing? We were talking about baby and why you said something at the completely same moment. Okay, so that was the end of this topic. Next topic is what was the most exciting moment for you in the first half of the year? So there were lots of restrictions due to the situation this year. And what was your excitement? So because of the corona, I was not able to have fun with girls. So, Taka, Toshi, is there any recommendation you can give to me regarding that? So we had the Olympic Games, and I was watching table tennis games with Toshi, and that was that quarter final. There was Japan against Germany mixed doubles, and Japan was 8 points behind Germany, and Japan had only 2 points. However, they had such a laser focus, and we were watching the match in the back of the stage, and all the room was so excited. That was the back of the stage. Was actually the back of the stage was more excited than the stage.
So it was the biggest excitement between Abe from Poison and Abe had an argument. So Abe, so Ken-san borrowed 10,000 yen, and Abe wanted the money back, and Ken did not want to give the money back, and there was an argument and fight. And it is not about this year. When was it? It was 15 years ago. So it's not about this year. Well, speaking about the Olympics, yet I was very excited. Yes, table tennis was great for the mixed doubles, and judo was great to kick off the Olympics. Everyone won. It was almost everyone was winning the gold medals. And the team judo, I think that if they won the gold medal for the team judo, but they didn't win it, maybe because each individual won the gold medal and they were exhausted. It was the France. They were more strategic, so they were ahead of Japan. So there was espionage. There was a spy. Who was spy? I think there's a spy among us. So I call him S. S is really the word for spy. So I know that it was in some comic book. So you knew it. Okay, what about you, Natsuna-san? Anything that got you excited? Well, Olympics was the only thing. I don't get excited, but when you are pregnant, so you needed to be excited at some point. Well, that's right. I got pregnant, and that got me excited, and the gender of my baby. And when I learned about the gender of my baby, I was so excited. You are not telling us? No. Tell us so that we can send you some gifts. It should be blue or red, or you can send me something purple or yellow, because I'm not telling you the gender of the baby. Anything else? What was the beeping sound? Okay, that was the end of the topic. The game you are playing right now. So this is the first topic about the game. Yes, you have just reminded me of the fact this is the Tokyo Game Show. I almost forgot about it. Yeah, looking at the comments, people are wondering why we are not talking about the game. So we have just talked about the lamb or mutton barbecue and babies. So this is a timely topic. Any game that you are playing and loving, that you love right now? Dr. Mario of the smartphone. That is the game I have been playing. Can we play Dr. Mario in smartphones? So the blocks falling from the top to the bottom, but it is opposite. The capsules comes from bottom to the top. Well, how can I say? So the capsules comes from bottom to the top, and ceiling keeps falling down. So it is very busy game. I love the game so much. But 2 weeks ago, and there was an email from the company, and they said that they are going to terminate the game in November. Yeah, that's what audience is saying. Why is that? Maybe I was the only player of the game in the world. You know how much I spend money. You spend so much money on Dr. Mario. There are limited time of gameplay per day. So when I do the business trip, I have nothing else to do. Okay, yeah, that kind of game is a good one to keep you busy. So it was shocking that the game you love is terminating the service. Okay, what else? The pro spirits, professional spirits baseball. So we have a regular season of the baseball, and I have a 136 winning streak. So the baseball game, if you are into it, that's what you do. And I'm winning by 76.5 games. Okamoto is fourth at bat, and he has earned 316 points, but he has hit only a couple of home runs. And Okamoto is the contributor for the team, but Okamoto has to be the main hitter of Kyojin, the Giants, right? So the next year, 2021 baseball game player, I think they are struggling. Talking about Sato from Hanshin, he was said to be potential. He was a promising game, but he's not doing good. In a baseball game, you are not sure how to play Sato, but there are a couple of updates. So update is very frequent. So what about Sho Nakata? Is he playing in Nippon Ham, not Kyojin? But he is in the real world. He is playing in Giants, right? So any day that his eyes are sweating. Well, he is a great hitter in the Nippon Ham. Okay, so audience love it. Yeah. So I was very nervous looking at the audience comments. What about you? PUBG Mobile. I was so into the game. I think I played 10 to 12 hours a day, and I went to like a peak time. I really complete the game. Now I'm playing Apex, and actually I play both. Okay, PUBG. You play PUBG for 12 hours, but you got pregnant, but you still killed hundreds of people in a game. It was not good education for the baby. Well, in a sense, you are telling your baby that your mother is strong. Mother is strong. Yes, that's the old saying. That's not really the meaningful phrase. Do you have time to play game? I'm in a TV program for the video game, and I have to practice. And I play soccer game, FIFA. So FIFA is one game I play a lot because I love soccer. I have never played soccer game since I played Captain Tsubasa. Captain Tsubasa is not just a standard soccer play, right? So what do you do? Like you stick and you have 11 players in one team. What do you do? The player with the ball, and you have to look around, and when you pass, and then the screen changes. So what is great about the FIFA is that 11 players can play at the one time. So 11 players, one team. So at the maximum, 22 players can play in a one game. We did that actually. The legend players, former J League players, and ours. So it was like a real soccer communication. Like you have to run over there and you have to pass. So which one's better? Actual soccer player is really better because they know the tactics. But Mr. Hashiratani is not good at games. So that is why we can outplay Hashiratani, because Hashiratani-san is really looking at the button, not the screens. And I can really send instruction to Hashiratani, and Hashiratani is the legendary player of the soccer. But we don't have Wakabayashi, the super goalkeeper. We are not talking about Tsubasa. There's no special move that you see in Captain Tsubasa because this is the real soccer player. Okay, the next one. If you choose one game, so the classic Nintendo, PlayStation, Switch, any game, if you choose one best game for your life, what would you choose? So let's go. Only one game? I mean, we have played tons of games. So what was the first game you purchased in your life? The first game I bought? What was it? Baseball? Baseball. The Nintendo. You know what I'm talking about? Yes. I have never played it. Ice Climber and tennis. These are the two games. So I'm a good gamer. Well, my brother and my sister was playing it and I was playing it. Ice Climber and tennis were the games I loved. Super Mario Brothers. Okay, you have a good sense of game playing. As the Super Nintendo, not the classic Nintendo. Vangeling Bane. It was from Hudson, right? So you have to use the special controller. So, but it was the first game. The reason why I was into the game. So it was a lot of promotion, but it was too hard for me. It was too hard, and then I stayed away from gaming. Right, classic games were very difficult to play. Then 3 years ago, we started a TV program for the game, and you had never played the game. But your generation, there are a lot of gamers, but I didn't play.
Did you play a Street Fighter or other games? I played at my friend's house, but I was just randomly pushing the button, so it was not that fun for me. So tag team pro wrestling is my pick. Super Fire Pro Wrestling 2 is my pick for PlayStation, yes. Was that interesting? Yes, that's really interesting. Is that the wrestling game? Yes. Yes, it's real wrestling games. It's all about who presses the button faster. And if you are very good at doing it, you cannot give damage. And it's like there are two screens that you can make the trick. Yes, that you were doing that with Zakoshi Show. And I was doing that for my live performance as well. When he came to Hokkaido, he was doing that all the time. So Zelda is my favorite. Yes, it's still very popular. So there's the Zelda, the franchise, which I really like for Nintendo 64. There's a mystery solving and there's the action. So that was very new to me when I was little. Yes, I think there's the rap music about the Legend of Zelda. And Link or all other players were dancing at the very end of the commercial. Okay, I'll try to find that one. Yes, we received a comment that someone remembers that. That was the legendary music that is some audience says. Yes, I completed the game. And we still have The Legend of Zelda. And we have another title called Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link. But we do not have it anymore. Okay, you said that you are now going to experience the very first termination of the service. However, actually there was one. Okay, now we received the comments from the audience that they like The Adventure of Link. And that title was quite difficult to play. Taka, what about you? I love golf game. So I really like the golf game called Minna no Golf. Have you ever played it? No. Because golf is a gentleman's sport and I'm such a bad guy, like mafia bad guy, so I don't think you are that bad. I don't think you are like mafia. But when I was playing the golf, I was said that actually there are lots of mafia people playing golf. Okay, now we have all decided our favorite. Okay, let's go to the next topic. Game character I fell in love. There are numerous game characters. So who is your favorite? Do you have any game character that you fell in love with? Yes, I had. Because I love RPG, so I fall in love with RPG characters so that I feel like I fight with that character. What kind of RPG? Final Fantasy, Tira. Final Fantasy X Tira. After I completed the game, I feel like I had a heartbreak with that character. Do you have same kind of experience? Not to myself. However, when I was at the game center, I saw that the one of the junior high schooler was looking at the Chun-Li from Street Fighter. So Chun-Li is probably someone you easily fall in love, and the costume is quite sexy. So now there's Street Fighter 5, and there's a female pro wrestler characters. Because now I have my children, I don't know how to enjoy that kind of game. However, if you play the game, probably you get interested in the female professional wrestling. So when I was little, there was the animation, the Cutie Honey, and since then I fell in love with the female character, or the female fighting. So that is why I became interested in female professional wrestling. So if you want your kids to play some game, you have to be really careful. So there are some female characters. Sometimes they are just in the game to be saved. However, there was one game I played in the past called The Legend of Kage, and the princess in that game actually does not give the player any reaction even though we save her. So probably at the time it was quite difficult to put some facial expressions on game character. Okay, game character I fell in love. I know you from junior high school, however, he was really difficult to fall in love. He has no favorite idol, and but he liked female professional wrestler Cutie Suzuki. So I love Candy Okutsu. I liked Inoue Takako. Yeah, she's beautiful. So why we are talking about this? So Candy Okutsu such a lovely eyes with white skin and wearing the tiger mask. So did she take her mask off? No, she is a masked wrestler. Candy Okutsu, okay. So probably we can talk more about Candy Okutsu. We are now moving into the next topic. Or we can talk about Inoue Takako. We can talk more and more about female professional wrestler. Anyway, we have to go to the next topic. If I make something in 2022, Noda-san from Magical Lovely and Cookie-san are contributing to a game title. So if you are given an opportunity to be involved in the game production as a producer in 2022, what would you like to do? Okay, again, I'm talking about female professional wrestling. But if there's a game about female professional wrestling, I want to do. So in the past, we had one game. And actually, you can create your own player. And you can make the character fight against each other. So now there's so much technology advanced, so you can create your own character from the face of the character, and you can train the player as well. So I will pay 1 million if I can get that title. But I think it's okay to create some very precious or expensive title for someone who have money. I am waiting for the title regarding the female professional wrestling.
It's not about the pro wrestling. You just want to train, grow the female pro wrestler, right? There was a game called Wrestle Dream, and there was a TV commercial with the All Stars: Aja Kong, Hokuto Akira, Kandori Shinobu, Dynamite Kansai. These 4 wrestlers raising their arms with each one of them at each corner of the ring. It was the TV commercial of the Dream. So you have the game. Well, I love Toyota Manami, Inoue Takako, Shimoda Mima, and Hasegawa Sakie. These will be my top 4 pro wrestler. Hasegawa Sakie is a classic. He just likes a female pro wrestler. Short haircut, and with the Debbie Malenko, there was the team. I don't know. I know the sister though. So there were the nephew. There was a niece. So if you would create a game, that would be a pro wrestling. Well, talking about the pro wrestling, another topic for the pro wrestling. Well, so the local revitalization. I mean, like a pro wrestling group in prefecture of Nagano, and like you can be an owner of the pro wrestling team, like Sakatsuku, professional pro wrestling, and you can own and expand the team of the pro wrestling. And there was a similar game. It was about the individual pro wrestler. It was like Captain Tsubasa. So it is about choosing making the choices. Daiko Shien was another manga by Shinji Mizushima. Well, I would like to make a golf game, like you can control your own player, and you can go to the golf shop, choose your golf club, and you want to grow a female pro wrestler. Why female pro wrestler? No. At the end, we want my player to play in the Masters. That could be fun. you can get to practice. Maybe we should talk to Natsuna-san. We have only talked about pro wrestling and golf, female pro wrestling and female golfing. So we need different topic. Well, I don't really think about it because I'm a player, not a developer. But when we are remote working, while boss is not watching and speaking, you try to have some snack, and you try so the boss does not spot you. Like when boss is speaking and when he is not looking at you, like you change your clothes, have some snacks, you look for the best angle, that could be fun. Yeah, the smartphone, a bunch of mini games, that is the fresh idea. So I really thought about pro wrestling, but you came up with the idea. And in that remote meeting, we can discuss what kind of the female pro wrestling team we should make. Now we have a beeping sound. Okay, let's move on to the next topic. So this is another game-related topic. So the must-have item when you play the game, when you play games. So when you play games, anything you have to have, any item, anything you have to have with you in order to play game and relaxed. Well, I'm not I'm indulging myself, and my controller, because when I play game, I have snacks, so my controller get greasy. So professional game player, they said they use chopsticks to eat snacks so that they don't get their controllers greasy. That's right. I have a cover for my fingers because I want to have snacks while I'm playing games, but it's not good. Well, I drink alcohol while I play. Like when I play soccer games, I drink. You should not drink and play. I can drink and play. Well, you are not supposed to do that. I can do that. I can drink and play, and you can do that. And you offside. I mean, you commit offside because you drink. Well, at the end of the game, because I'm so drunk and I don't know what I'm doing, the professional baseball spirits, when you are drinking and playing, you cannot play good. And that is why we need game like Daikoshian, because you can take your time and make decisions. Game with making decisions and choices, and that could be a good game. Anything you have to have when you play game. I play music. There's a background music for the games. When you play the baseball game, when you play the games from first inning to ninth inning, I get bored because I score 30 points in the first half of the game. I get bored and I need something to listen to. So I don't know why you play the game. Music is the good part of the game, but you are not focused. So I have never met the people who need the music to play game because the music in the game is usually good. Yeah, I know the song. Okay, we have to move on to the next topic. So we should not talk about the classic game. Like it's like whenever we talk about the classic game, you want us to move to next topic. So any reward you want to have after you've done a good job. So you are the good comedian and you play an important role in entertainment industry. So after you did a good job, how do you indulge yourself? What kind of reward do you get for yourself? Well, once again, I'm a comedian, and even when I don't get a good laugh, I get the reward for me. Okay, talking about the reward. Well, wine I love drinking wine. So, a little bit expensive wine. So, what kind of the occasion? Like when I'm acting, when I get to cry well during a scene, during a drama, when I performed well because I'm an actress, I get wine for me and drink. Okay, that is good. Anything? Anything? Well, I don't know what kind of reward I get for myself. Well, every day after my work, I drink so that I can really reset my mind. So you do that every day. So you have to really control yourself. I get the 2 meals of ramen noodle. Like after you did some good job. Well, I did not eat anything before I went to bed last night, and it was great. And I get 2 ramen. Over the year, you will get the 365 ramen. Because I'm from Kansai, egg. Because we love egg. When you go to Kansai, you will get egg on every meal, yakisoba noodle and anything. People from Kansai love eggs, so eggs is such a reward for you. Udon, ramen noodle, curry rice. And whenever I see egg in a restaurant, I fall in love with the restaurants. Yeah, raw egg with curry rice is a good one, right? Right, like when I save people, I get egg. You don't save people, you don't rescue people, you don't help people. I am called the cleaner of the town. What do you mean by you are the cleaner? I don't clean up, but I do the patrol activity. What do you mean? Like during at night? So when there is a adult man who is with the small girl, so I will follow them up until the police finds them. Actually, 2 people were arrested in front of myself because I was doing a patrol activity. How can you encounter such a situation? I'm keeping my town safe. So I moved to Shinagawa, and there is no crimes because I prevent the crimes from happening. And when I prevent the crime, I get raw egg for me. If you do that, you should get more than raw eggs. So when they are arrested, and I bow, and I say to myself, I did my job. So you don't have to speak much, and you bow, and I go home.
Have you made any report to the police station? No. What I do is just to follow suspicious person. However, did they notice that you were following them? Yes. Because I think someone, except myself, did call the police because it was so weird. There were 2 weird combination of suspicious person and a girl. Okay, so let's move on to the next topic. What was the most expensive thing you bought this year? Because now you stay at home for longer hours and people do lots of things at home. So what was the most expensive thing? So I bought iron for golf, iron set. That was about 120,000 yen. Is it that cheap? Because I feel like 120,000 is only for one golf club. I feel like that is too cheap for you, but you don't know about golf at all. Actually, it's quite good. So what was the most expensive thing you bought? I bought one thing at 3 million. What are you talking about, girl? Why are you saying that? No, I bought a motorcycle. So now I'm customizing my bike. So I bought the classic motorcycle frame. It was made in 1973. So now you finally have your ideal one, yes. How about you, Natsuna-san? Because I stay at home for long, I wanted to buy new TV. It's 75. The size of the TV is 75. It's more like the wall. Yes. Yes, now I hung it on the wall. And the sound is coming out from the screen. Do you know what I mean? So the sound is coming out from the screen because the sound speaker is attached to the screen. So my baby can hear what we are talking about. You have to be careful. But we are very curious about the sound. It should be very real. So is the sound really good when you're watching the movie? Yes, the sound is very nice. How much was it? However, actually, the price is getting down. It was about 600,000. It's expensive as TV, yes. However, actually the price was higher before. It was more than 1.5 million before. Taka-san, how about you? He does not use money at all. So in the past, you used to purchase some fake products at American Village. I spent 50,000 yen on fake Red Wing. You purchased fake one. Because that is something I could not find at anywhere else, so I thought that was real. And actually, I was envy. However, I saw that there's some suspicious person walking behind him, and actually that was a fake one. And Toshi, so you bought the engineer boots because one of your friends were wearing very nice one. Oh, you remember that? So why you know? So that the information only my friend and myself and Taka know. So anyway, what was the most expensive thing you bought? So now I am producing my own shirts and I placed the order because my daughter drew very cute paintings. Is that the one done by your 4-year-old daughter? No, this is done by myself. However, there's another, the illustration done by my daughter. So I am now placing an order so that I can wear, or my family can wear. And I want you to wear it as well. So when should I wear that? Okay, now we heard the ending bell. That was AK Talking. Okay, there were lots of things coming up, so now we are reaching the end of the program. Can you give us final message, Kendo Kobayashi-san? Please give a passionate comment to game fans. I have only one order for you. Don't die. Natsuna-san, there are lots of female gamers. Is there anything you want to do? Now I'm really into Apex, so I want to reach master rank. I'm not satisfied with Predator, so I'm now expecting a baby, but even under the pandemic, I can have some entertainment because of games. So game is best. Toshi-san, so you are on the TV program related to games. So what do you think about the relationship between gaming and comedians? So I'm playing a smartphone games, and now I'm having the gaming time of my life. Games are the best. Taka-san, please give us some concluding remark. I have only one order. Say something. Say something. You didn't give us the order. I thought I would come up with something, but nothing came up. Anyway, thank you very much. AKTalking, thank you very much for staying with us at the end of the program. Thank you very much and see you again.
AK レーシングの番組をお送りいたしました。この後20時よりライトフライヤースタジオの番組が始まります。東京ゲームショウ2021オンライン、引き続きお楽しみください。